It's just been really cool. And I think framing it that way is like, how do I make everyone else a ton of money? Like everyone loves doing business with someone who makes them money. And then they will want you to keep doing business with them. So
In
I love
2022, our 2023 numbers are not out yet. Q4 earnings are coming out soon, so can't talk about that. But I'll tell you last year. In 2022, Shopify's revenue was but $5.6 billion, under $6 billion. Our merchants, the people that use Shopify, made almost $200 billion in GMV and revenue and sales. That is, I mean, that is amazing. I'm very proud of that. I love the fact that our merchants made 200 and we made 5 point something. Like that is the reciprocity that I think is important. I also love the fact that our ecosystem of partners made more than $6 billion last year. That matters because it means for 2023 they're going to come back and work with us again.
And so this is a really good line of thinking for, I think, a lot of the people in the audience. So one is we've got this big theme of reciprocity, and what are some of the other, because I'm skipping one ahead, but I think it's worth it. So what are some of the, you put this question, which is, what are some of the things I don't know but should, which is actually a question that I ask people too. So I like that you asked that question. What are some of the other things that came up from those conversations, or just things that you would share as kind of some of the big breakthroughs, and like really ones that you were like, I really thought this and I was dead wrong, and I see this now and it changed everything.
All right, let me go a little personal for a second because I think these conversations don't really add as much value unless you can sort of take off the facade.
Yeah.
I turned 40 2 months ago. My wife turned 40 a month ago, so we've like been doing a lot of like reflection on our life, and you know we're grateful and we love what we do. We're doing our life's work and all that. But one of the things that I really believe on a personal level is more true to me now than ever is this idea that vulnerability is actually this incredible superpower. And my life has gotten dramatically better when I became a lot more vulnerable. And I'll give you a quick example. Um, I was the chief operating officer of Shopify between pretty much 2015 or so and 2020. So post IPO until sort of the pandemic. And I loved being Shopify's COO. It was a big role. I had thousands of reports, and most like pretty much all the non-engineering organizations, you know, rolled up to me, and I thought that was cool. I thought that was really fun, and I felt good about that. But I wasn't happy. I didn't feel necessarily that I was the best COO in the world. But there was no way in hell I was ever going to raise my hand and say, this is not the right role for me. This is not what's going to keep me at Shopify for a long time. And it was only until I had a really good chat with Toby, and I was like, look, like there is someone who's better at this role than I am. I'm certain of it. And it turns out it's Kaz, who's our current COO. Initially he was running product for payments for us, our money product, but he loves being the COO and running operations the way that I love storytelling. And I never would have had this new sort of this next gear of my career at Shopify had I not had a little bit of like just gotten over my own shit, my own crap to say, this is really not for me.